today I'm going to show you how to fix your sticky shifter cable. So if you get it to your car, which is the Fiesta or whatever you got, and it's super hard to put into gear like that, well, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to fix it. First thing we want to do is go ahead and jack up the vehicle. Make sure while you're jacking up the vehicle, you place a jack stand underneath the car. That's very important because we don't want this car falling on us. Safety first. First things first, it's this little box right here that we need to take off. I got it taken off already, but it's, of course, it's a piece at the very top up there that we need to go ahead and unlatch to get this all the way off. But once we do get it off, we can access that's where the gear linkage is and everything is to see what's going on while it's shifting so rough. So let's try to get this box off, and we might have to take this box off as well. Okay, so if I brighten it up a little bit, you can see it's a screw right here. It's a screw right up here. You can really see it from the inside. There we go. It's a screw right up there, and it's a few holding this one on, one right here, and I think it's one up at the top here. So I got to take these off to get this off. Now, of course, you know this is in a super weird angle, so I'm gonna try my best to get a good footage of it, but if not, you probably just gonna be seeing me do the work. You're not gonna see the actual part come off. So I decided to use my drill gun. You can use this if you have one, or you could just use a regular socket and ratchet. Super easy. But I went ahead and took these off with an 8mm socket, and then once you got that off, you good to go. Okay, so we pretty much got the box off here, but I don't know if you could see it, but right, see if I can put it back in place. There we go. But right there, right here, is blocking the box from coming all the way off. So what we got to do is remove this linkage here, maybe this one as well, and it should be able to slide off or slide over the linkage, and I should be able to take the box off. So I think this would be pretty simple. Just pop it with a flathead, and it should come off. Here's the connector right here, and it goes on like this. Only thing you have to do is get your flathead, put it up behind it, and it'll pop off like that. Now, I'm assuming you having the same problem as me. So usually with this piece here, you can just move it with your hand, but as you can see, it's rock solid. So we got to fix that. So what we're going to do next is remove this one, push real hard on that side, and pull on this side, and then it'll come out just like that. So now that that's free, you can kind of leave that free right there. And now next thing we have to do is remove this pin. See right there, remove that. And then we should be able to start hitting this from the back with our flathead, and this should be able to come out. So what I did was take my flathead, and I literally just put it in the groove and pry. Press down and pry at the same time, and it'll come out. So here it is right here. Let's go ahead and take it, put it to the side. Make sure you put it where all the screws are. These are the screws that was inside of the plastic box, and I'm gonna put the clip with it too, so that way we don't ever lose none of them. Okay, so once you get that off the clip here, you got to come around here, and it's a little T40 right here. So you can easily adjust it, as you can see. So put it all the way up so you can get your T40 back there and loosen it up, and that way this should be able to slide off. So get your T40 and just give it a little crank. Then it should come out. Okay, like that. Put it with everything else. All right. So right here I got this very big crowbar. You could use a pry bar, you can use a flathead screwdriver with a hammer on the back end of it. You can use whatever you can get in between there, so you can kind of pry it loose a few times. It's going to take a few tries, but eventually you'll get it off. All right, so as you can see, we have it off right here. This is a piece. This is the hole that we need to lube up, and this is the area. So I took the screw out of there, and as you can see, it's a rough, so most definitely need some type of grease on there. So easy way to do this part is literally once you take the screw out, just pry from here and pull it out, so that way you don't take this whole rubber grommet off, right? So don't make the mistake I did, because it was a pain. But once you get back on there, only thing you have to do is literally just line it up. Once you get your grease on there, it's just gonna slide right in place. As you can see, it moves back and forth now because it's greased up. So take your screw, which is right here, the T40, grab it, and go ahead and lock it into place. Hand tighten it first, always. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of force. It's just a little screw. Make sure you got it on tighten mode. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Let's go ahead, torque it down. Alright. Ain't gotta be super tight, just snug. Once you got that done, you can just continue to push this that way. If you can't do it, you can always just hit it with a hammer. Just tap it, alright? Tap it into place. Alright, as you can see, all the extra grease coming out. Don't worry about that, that's cool. Just keep tapping it. Then once you get that out the way, you can kind of clean it up, because you still got to put your lock nut back right there. So that is right here, your lock key, whatever you want to call it. It's literally a washer, but it also locks it too. So grab it and go ahead, just grab it and go ahead and just put it in place. You could push it up, hit it up, whatever you gotta do to get it in there. You could just push it. I just did it, but of course I didn't grab it. Just push it up in place, and there you go. Now it's not locked. Now watch this. See how it moves now? So that's good. Now you can put this back into place. It literally just pushes on. As you can see, it's on there now. This one as well, you just pull it and it just presses on just like that. Then you're good to go. Now let's test it out, see if it shifts better. Everything's good. One reverse.
Not quite reverse.
There it is. All right. All right, cool. Yes, sir. So we got the freaking shifter working. Well, it was already working, but it was super rough. So we fixed it with a lot of elbow grease. Literally with a lot of grease, though. It was super rusty in the inside. We had to put grease in it, as you can see. But now we shifting, man. First, second, third, fourth, all the way up to reverse. Well, not all the way up to reverse, but you get what I'm saying. We got all the gears shifting real smooth now. Okay, so once you put your plastic back into place, it's a screw right here, as you can see right there. It's a screw right here. It's a screw all the way at the top right there. It's best to come on this side and go in, right? And then it's a screw right here as well. So put those in. After you do that, just put the cover back over here. It connects right here on these clamps on the side, and then you'll be good to go. So just like before, go ahead and tighten down all the screws. You can use your socket and ratchet or whatever type of tool you got. Just make sure you put all the screws back in the original place they go to. You don't have to tighten them down super tight, but once you're done with that, just pop the cover back on. It just simply pops in place with the tabs. Okay, so if you did all that, the job is complete, man. Your car is going to be shifting way smoother now. And well, that's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for all my other videos, make sure you subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, man. It costs you nothing. But also, while you're here, I do have other car repair videos, so always check those out, and I'll show you how to flip cars as well, so check out those as well.